That's enough firewood for now. Thank you for walking me, Lady Marion.
Oh, it's no trouble, John. I know how nervous you get. I thought we both could do with a walk.
Well, I've said it 1,000 times, Lady Marion. Robin takes way too many chances. And then they sit tripping into Nottingham, and for what? To bare his neck for Prince John and the Sheriff's merry band of cutthroats at Nottingham Castle?
Little John, you know better than anyone how impossible it is to tell my husband not to do anything. He's been promising Will a trip to town for weeks, and nothing to dissuade him. Well, at least he's not going anywhere near the castle this time. He's sworn to go no farther than the joust field, where he, Tuck, and Will can get lost in the crowd.
And I was able to make him not take you along on one of his merry escapades. The last thing we need is for you to be captured again. Begging your pardon, milady. No offense.
None taken, John. I'll admit that as a maid I wasn't much use in a fight. But even you must admit that my defensive skills have improved since I've lived here in Sherwood.
Well, knowing, your charm is still your greatest weapon, milady, but knowing you can fight and wanting to see you need to fight are two different things. I do not like trouble, and there's always been trouble for somebody when they go into town.
And today is no exception, my overlord friend.
Friar Tuck, why are you alone? Where's Robin?
And Will.
What? Did you let something happen to them? Oh, I knew this was going to happen. It happens every spring festival. I don't know why I allow.
Now see here, Little John. Nothing has happened to anyone. Yet.
Then where are they, Friar? Where is my husband?
If you'll both calm down, I can explain everything. Will and Robin, they've been detained by... Oh, just wait until you meet her.
Who? What misbegotten stray has Robin picked up this time?
See, this is what you always do. This is why Robin sent me on ahead. He knew you wouldn't approve.
So he sent you ahead to break it to us. Is that it? To gauge how angry we might be?
Yes, that is the long and short of it.
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear is right. If Friar Tuck's the advance guard, it must be someone really horrible.
Or dangerous.
Now then, you two. Is that any way to speak about our guests? Lucky Buckets!
Sherwood!
Robin!
Ah. My dear. Were you worried about me? Were you afraid the sheriff had finally caught me at long last? You ought to know me better than that by now, my dear.
Aye, that we do. And that's why we're prepared for the worst.
The worst? The worst?
Yes, the worst.
Not today, my friend. Although, there was a bit of excitement, now that I come to think about it.
Was there ever? This girl here messed up the whole tournament. It started when she raised her sword, to the brutal brute Sir Trent, and then the sheriff was there and he started screaming, and the queen was there, and then the prince was there and he said, treason! So we fought the gods, and then we took a...
Robin!
Will Scarlet, what did we say about running our mouth before Robin had a chance to explain?
Oops. Sorry, Cousin Robin.
Well, now that the cat's out of the bag...
Yowling and spitting as usual.
Hey! I said I was sorry, didn't I?
I suppose I had best explain.
Yes, I suppose you'd better.
Yes, well, but first, Tuck, won't you take our guest into camp and rustle her up a plate of something, eh?
Yes, Rob. Come along, Buck.
Just a moment, though. You must say, Mucky Buckets is a terrible name for someone with your spirit. Have you perhaps another?
Well, when I was a babe, I was called Melinda, Mr. Robin Hood, sir. But in the stable, we're just all called by the jobs we do.
Well, you're not in the stable anymore, girl, so as long as you're in camp, Melinda it is. If that's all right with you.
Can Thor keep his name, though? Oh, I think it's a good name for him.
Thor? Who's Thor?
You will be if I have to stand around answering questions while my dinner gets cold, you great flummox.
Off you go then, Friar. Take her to Sherwood.
Come along, Melinda, my child.
Oh, and don't worry about Thor. I'll attend to him. Thank you, Will.
All right, once and for all, who is Thor?
He's the shaggy little pony. The girl thinks of him as a great war horse. She's full of dreams, that one.
Oh, she's full of something. Fleas mostly, I expect. Why'd you bring her here, Robin?
Oh, he must have had a good reason. You heard Will say that the sheriff was after her.
Yeah, and then when she raised her sword, the prince was there, and when he started screaming, it doesn't...
It was an injustice. And you know...
Oh, we know, darling. It wasn't likely that Robin Hood would stand idly by and watch injustice done.
Indeed, that's so.
Well, I know you probably did the right thing, Robin, but there's not going to be much breath left in that carcass of yours you keep throwing at the sheriff time and time again. Your luck can't hold out forever, you know.
Is that what you think, Little John?
Oh, that's what I think.
You know the sheriff will never really win.
Really? And why is that exactly?
Because he's only got his cold old castle to go home to. And I have this.
Oh, ew! Can you two wait until you're alone?
Oh, no one really needs to see that.
You got that right, Outlaw.
Robin!
Marion, get behind me.
Oh, please, all of you. This is all so unnecessary. Stand down, guard. We found them, Your Majesty.
Excellent, Hodge. You are a wonder sometimes.
If it pleases you to think so, Majesty.
Majesty.
Queen Eleanor! Oh. I had no idea you were traveling near Sherwood. I'm so glad.
Your Majesty, what were you thinking, traveling through Sherwood all by yourself?
Hey, shut up, hey, girl.
Her Majesty has nothing to be afraid of. Marion is like a daughter to her.
Egad, does that make Prince John my brother-in-law?
My dear Robin Hood. Oh, I have told you I am going to look on you from time to time and see how you are doing. I have to keep an eye on my son and all his latest schemes, you know.
Your son, the prince, never tires of those, Your Majesty.
He has ample opportunity so long as you give him reason to, Robin Hood.
Robin, what is she talking about?
Your husband created quite a stir at the tournament this morning, my dear.
I did not create it, I merely ended it. Your son, the prince, created it.
And Melinda was the one who caused it.
Melinda? Who is Melinda?
Why, she's the girl you spoke to on the field this morning, Your Majesty. The one you addressed as Mucky Buckets.
Robin rescued her and brought her here.
And now she's at our camp eating grub.
Aye, safe from persecution.
Well, that's the end on it.
That is not an end of it, unfortunately for all.
Unfortunately, your husband's rescue scene caused untold and unfortunate consequences. The night that girl raised a sword to defend Dame Isabel of Sussex is already under suspicion for rebellion and insurrection and being a bad influence on the peasant class by dint of having a rebellious father. And now that bucket girl's actions have seemed to cause my son's bad opinion of her to be escalated and put her very knighthood in jeopardy. I had hoped to create in the female knight a national heroine, a symbol of hope for the poor like Robin here, but one that would work within the law to effect change through good example, and now...
And now, I've given your son, the prince, a weapon against you. My rescue of that bucket girl. He'll use it to strip Dame Isabel of his knighthood, won't he?
Yes, Robin. And I had such high hopes for Dame Isabel. She could have unified this land. Not noble versus peasant, but one people, one national identity.
I see. And what can we Sherwood outlaws do to help, Your Majesty?
I want you to give the girl Melinda to me, Robin. I will see to her safety, but she must stand trial within the law for her crimes. My son has promised to give up all question of Dame Isabel's knighthood if the girl stands trial. Otherwise...
Otherwise, Dame Isabel's next joust may well be her last.
I see. And is this something you truly wish, Your Majesty?
It is not what I wish, Robin, but at present I see no other way.
That is why Her Majesty braved the dangers of Sherwood, to ask you to release the girl to us to bring back to Nottingham Castle.
Aye. Give us a girl, outlaws, and be thankful I don't take you all in.
Hold your tongue, God.
No. Let him speak. Edgar, if you think you can take us all in, why don't you start with me first, big boy?
Ah, with pleasure, Scarlet. Oh, huh. Just like that peasant girl, drawing a sword against your betters.
Oh, I don't need a sword.
Thanks.
All right, Edgar.
Just as I told you.
Give me my
That's
finger,
it.
shit! Come on!
Go on, you got what you want, girl. Good, buddy.
Stop to this nonsense! Both of you! I'll not permit it!
And yet, Your Majesty, you could not stop it from happening. Sometimes, when two forces truly wish to fight each other, nothing and no one can prevent it.
What are you saying, Robin?
You want me to return the girl to you, and I trust you, Your Majesty. But I don't trust that your son and the Sheriff of Nottingham will use every slimy trick in their armory to extract their payment in blood.
Then you're refusing me.
I'm sorry. Yes, I am.
What? Robin!
Can he do that?
Marion, talk some sense into this pig-headed hero of yours.
Pig-headed?
I'm sorry, Your Majesty, but I agree with my husband. The girl stays here.
Marion! Well, I suppose it had to happen someday. That little girl is growing up. She's turned into a very wise woman. All right, keep the girl if you must. I'm just sorry that I came in at all.
Son, have a field day with this information, Your Majesty.
Yes, he will, Hodge. An absolute field day. And I can't imagine what I have left to negotiate with.
We will think of something on the way back to the castle, Your Majesty.
You're a blessing, Hodge. At least someone here still has my interests at heart. Well, I hope the two of you are happy. Well, I think the least you could do is walk us out of this wretched forest.
Absolutely, Your Majesty.
Aye, if only to ensure that the guard here doesn't come back with the sheriff in tow. Coincidentally, how did you find our little encampment?
It was Hodge. I don't know how he did it, but he led us straight to you.
It was right amazing the way he done it. I think old Hodge here has the makings of a forester in him.
Heaven forbid. Oh.
I don't envy him that walk.
Why, the Queen's eyes could set the whole forest on fire.
And she was right. Come on, Thor. Thor and I will not stand by and let Dame Isabel get punished for what we did. We're going back to the tenement to see if we can help.
Are you daft, girl? After refusing the Queen herself, you think Robin's gonna let you go into town alone?
Well, then I'll run away like I did from the stables. Look. Listen.
What?
Little John.
What?
Robin told us to look after Melinda, right?
Aye, but...
No, but.
Oh.
We'll go with Melinda into town. And we'll go in disguise. Go too. Look out, Dame Isabel. Here we come to help.
Help?
Come on, Melinda.
Help her? Who's gonna help us?